1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the average time it takes for a driver's eyes to be off the road because they're using their wireless device. About 31% of all drivers aged 16 to 64 years old are on their phone, and 25% of police reported crashes yearly are due to drivers using their wireless device. Today, my purpose is to persuade you that using a wireless device is very dangerous. Cell phone usage while driving is very, very dangerous and needs to be prevented immediately. Today, I will be discussing the dangers of driving while using a wireless device, the enforcements behind this, and ways we can prevent this from happening. Now, we all live in a world where multitasking is a daily norm. However, using a wireless device while driving is very dangerous. These accidents can cause serious injuries and become fatal. According to the Ad Council, drivers using their wireless device are 23 times more likely to get into an accident than those drivers who aren't using their cell phones. The selfishness of a driver can also be a leading cause to the dangers of using a wireless device while driving. The driver can be very selfish by not caring who their surrounding is, not caring who their passenger is, who's in front of them and back of them on the side, just selfish. And they will deny the fact that they text or use their cell phone, but still continue to do it. Studies show that in 2011, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention surveyed 15,000 students, high school students to be exact, and found that 43% admitted to using their phone while driving. That's 6,450 students, almost half of all the students that they surveyed. Now, many accidents occur every year and every day with the use of their cell phone. Now, what are the actions that's being done to prevent this from happening? According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association, the enforcement that's being used is the distracted drivers laws. Now, under this law, there's 3 subcategories, and the first one is handheld cell phone use ban on all drivers. 11 states plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, and the U.S. Virgin Islands all abide by this. Beginning of October of 2013, the laws are considered primary enforcement. Now, what that means is that any officer can cite a driver using their cell phone without any other offense, any other traffic offense. Secondly, the texting ban. 41 states plus the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, and the U.S. Virgin Islands all abide by this rule as well. All but 4 have primary enforcements. However, there's an additional 6 states that prohibit no-vice drivers. Now, no-vice drivers are drivers that haven't had their license for more than 2 years. And 3 states also prohibit the ban on school bus drivers. Now, the third one is all cell phone use. Now, there's not a nationwide state ban on this one particularly. However, 37 states do ban this on no-vice drivers, and 19 states plus the District of Columbia do ban it on school bus drivers. Now, we all know that there is a big fine for texting. The initial, depending on the state that you're at, initially it averages about $160, and then the second offense is double or even more. Now, think of it this way. If you're making $20 an hour and you're working an 8-hour shift, you'll be able to pay off this ticket. However, do you really want to pay off a ticket that is meaningless and you know that you shouldn't have gotten the ticket by not touching your phone? Or would you rather spend that $160 on something more meaningful, such as your bills, that you have to pay school loans, or maybe you want to treat yourself to something else. I think it's a pretty easy decision on what you should be using that money for. So until everyone starts taking these laws seriously, people will continue to be reckless and injure or even kill the innocent, and that includes themselves. Now, ways that we can prevent distracted driving is turn off cell phones while driving. Turn them off. Just turn them off. Keep them out of reach so that even if you hear that beep beep for the text or the ringtone for your phone, you won't be distracted, because why? It'll be turned off and it'll be out of reach for you to even grab your phone. Secondly, be a role model. Be a role model to your peers, your siblings, and if you're a parent, be a role model to your children. That's very important, as you don't want them seeing what you did and then thinking that it's okay, so they do it and having the bad luck, and they're the ones who's in the accident, or who's getting into an accident, or who's been injured, or who's killed somebody else. You don't want to have that burden on your shoulders because you knew better and you should have been a better role model. Third, as a passenger, speak up. Speak up. Let the driver know, hey, I will read the text for you, or hey, I can respond back for you if you want me to, or just simply say, I don't feel comfortable that you're touching your phone while, we're driving, so if you can please put that away, it would be a lot better. And almost all the time, they'll definitely respect you and they'll understand that they are putting you at a dangerous and uncomfortable situation, so they'll do it. Otherwise, tell them, if it's that important, please let's pull aside and you can take the call then, or you can reply back via text, whatever. Just let them know and speak up. Lastly, wear your seatbelts. It's very important that you wear your seatbelts, because the CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control, did do a study that showed that drivers who were distracted by their wireless device usually almost always never wear their seatbelt. So please make sure you wear your seatbelt if you're the driver, and even if you're the passenger. And if you're the passenger, please remind the driver to wear their seatbelt. Not using these prevention methods during these times where you need to go places during your everyday driving lifestyle will reduce the chances of you being a distracted driver, and also it'll also lower the chances of you getting into a potential accident. Now, today I've stated that there are dangers of driving while using your wireless device, the enforcements that are being used against this, and ways that we can prevent the use of wireless devices while driving. Now, I know that I've said this a million times, but it's really true that using your wireless device is very dangerous. And the true message behind this is that when you use your wireless device while driving, you're not multitasking. You really aren't. What you're doing is you're driving blind. You're putting everybody at risk. Everybody around you, whether you know them or not, you're putting them at risk. So please do all of us a favor, and including yourself, and put that cell phone away while you're driving. Not only that, you'll save a lot of lives. Most importantly, you'll save your life. So before you touch that phone, I hope you think twice about your surrounding and that big old ticket that you'll have to pay when you get caught. Thanks, guys.